Just Think About It, Part 22. What if the 50 states wasn't just territories, but actually states of consciousness? Have you ever wondered why certain people thrive in certain states, but in other states, it just don't click? Or how your mood shifts whenever you cross state lines? Now watch this. This is a picture of Florida, and this is a picture of New York. Now you see how your mood just changed from the picture of Florida and the picture of New York? States of consciousness. Some say it's the weather, some say it's culture. But what if it's just the energy? Each state has its own vibe, its own frequency, and its own collective spell. And maybe the reason people move from state to state is because their soul is actually shifting through different interstates within. Grief, growth, chaos, clarity. Now let's just say you live in Georgia, for instance. What if you don't actually live in Georgia? You live in the state of judgment. Or you could live in the state of healing. So whenever you feeling like you stuck, ask yourself, are you in the wrong location or the wrong state of consciousness? Just think about it. Just think about it. Part 24. So for the first state of consciousness, we got to talk about Cali. Have you ever thought about why they call Cali the Golden State? Gold symbolizes enlightenment, illumination, and divine currency. Cali is where dreams are sold but rarely owned. And Hollywood is literally a wand. Hollywood was used in ancient druid magic to cast spells. So ask yourself, are you watching a dream or are you being trapped inside someone else's illusion? Silicon Valley runs the tech that programs the mind. It's literally reflecting your subconscious right back at you. The real California is a portal of creation, not illusion. So whenever you wake up here, you don't chase the dream, you become it. Cali ain't just a state on the map. It's a state of consciousness. One where you either perform reality or you design it. Just think about it. Just think about it. Part 25. Texas ain't just a state. It's a state of consciousness. They say everything's bigger in Texas, right? From the land to the pride and the power. But here's the esoteric part. Texas is all about sovereignty. Did you know that Texas once stood as its own country? Yeah, you probably did. A symbol of independence. But spiritual sovereignty ain't about controlling land. It's about commanding your inner territory. Guns, oil, and politics don't make you powerful, but mastering your energy does. So, the Lone Star, that's you. Texas is where the ego pretends to rule, but the soul is meant to liberate itself from the need to rule at all. So don't just think you're gonna move to Texas unless you're ready to face your own illusions of control. Texas ain't just a place, it's a power test. So will you use your will to dominate? Just think about it. Just think about it. Part 26. For the third state of consciousness, we gotta talk about Ohio, because that's where I'm from. They say nothing ever happens in Ohio, but maybe that's the point. Ohio ain't just a state, it's a loop. A dream inside the simulation where everything feels normal, but for some reason, it's always just that one thing that feels a little off. The roads never change, the sky looks manufactured. And I ain't gonna lie, half the people in Ohio don't even seem real. You ever notice how memes always say Ohio don't exist or only in Ohio? It was never just a joke. It's a reflection. Ohio represents the state of unconscious repetition. Basically, living life on autopilot. It's literally where the Matrix hides in plain sight. Ohio is a mirror state. It's like a reality glitch. It's a place where timelines collapse, but the past still echoes. So maybe what's in Ohio ain't actually the secret. Maybe Ohio is the secret. Just think about it. Just think about it. Part 27. For the fourth state of consciousness, we gotta talk about New York. New York ain't just a state, it's a construct. The Empire State. But whose empire are we actually talking about? Skyscrapers stretch like antennas to the gods, while people walk below in hypnotized sinks, chasing time, status, and survival. This city never sleeps because the spell never breaks. Times Square is a modern altar. Light, symbols, and sigils, all casting frequency spells 24/7. The Statue of Liberty, a goddess archetype, gifted by France. But based on the Babylonian Ishtar, the Statue of Liberty is the gateway to portals and power. Every inch of New York is a ritual grid. NYC is the crown chakra of the Matrix, blasting out a heavy load of influence all over the world. Deep within the chaos is the spark of awakening. Because if you in New York and you can wake up there, then you can break the whole system wide open. The state of New York is the state of controlled divinity, where gods are manufactured and souls are sold. But the moment you see through the show, you stop being a tourist in this world and start becoming your own architect. Just think about it. Just think about it, part 28. So for the fifth state of consciousness, we gotta talk about Arizona, man. Arizona is the land where the desert don't just burn your skin, it literally strips the illusion off your soul. It's just something about the way silence echoes here. The way the rare rocks remember you before you even arrive. The ancients didn't just live here, they encoded this land. From the vortexes of Sedona to the petroglyphs hidden in plain view. Arizona is literally a living archive. Arizona don't just test your body with heat, it tests your alignment. This ain't a vacation state, it's a threshold. And if you out of sync, you definitely gonna feel it. Restlessness, glitches, and headaches, along with shadows that follow you without form. But if you in tune, Arizona opens portals, literally. Dreams deepen, synchronicities spike, and time bends effortlessly. Some say it's the dry air or the altitude. But if you are old soul like me, you know the land is alive. The rocks hold data, and the wind whispers codes. Arizona is another solar plexus state where ego gets tested by eternity. So the next time you out in Arizona, don't just look at the landscape. Ask yourself, why does this place feel like it's waiting for you to remember something? Just think about it. Just think about it, part 29. So for the sixth state of consciousness, we gotta talk about KY. Why does Kentucky sit above the largest cave system on Earth? It's called the Mammoth Cave, and it's over 400 miles underground. It's a web of tunnels that they still to this day have not fully mapped out. But what if the cave ain't just rock? What if it's memory? A crown of forgotten knowledge right under America's soil. Kentucky's caves have always been sacred to indigenous people. Not just because the caves was big, but because they hummed vibrations that healed the soul. They literally called it the voice of the earth. And guess what? In energy healing, the crown chakra is violet, which is the same as amethyst quartz found within these lands. So is Kentucky the crown of the heartland? Is that what I'm hearing? What's being protected underground? What's being stored? And who already knew this? Just make you think, Yeah. Kentucky may not be known for its crowns, but maybe it's because the crown is hidden below the surface. Just think about it. Just think about it, part 30. So for the seventh state of consciousness, we gotta talk about Pennsylvania. Why is Pennsylvania called the Keystone State? Because a keystone holds an arch together. So what arch is we talking about here? Did you know that Philly was once the capital of the United States? It's where the Declaration and Constitution were both signed. The founding fathers were Freemasons, and the Masonic lodges flooded Pennsylvania. From Washington to Franklin to Hancock. They weren't just politicians, they were initiates. What if Pennsylvania was chosen energetically and not just politically? What if the true keystone is the energetic foundation to the American spell? Pennsylvania's rivers, ley lines, and symbols all point to a deeper architecture. This ain't just a state. It's the key inside the arch of an empire. So if PA is the keystone, then what is it actually holding together? And what happens when it no longer does? Just think about it. Just think about it, part 31. So for the 8th state of consciousness, let's get into Indy. Why is Indiana called the crossroads of America? Is it the highways? Is it the timelines? Or is it something much deeper? Indy is where time seems to fold. Same towns, same streets, same lives, repeating over and over. Some say the towns here feel frozen, but not in a bad way. More like they just caught in a loop. Could this possibly be a remnant of an older time structure? Did you know that Indiana literally means land of the Indians? But the tribes here ain't never called themselves that. So who named it? And why did they do it? And Indianapolis is one of the only capitals to ever be created after the state was already founded. There are whispers of ancient machinery hidden under this land. Circular mounds in perfect alignment. And to be in alignment, you have to be in sync. So what is Indiana in sync with? Indiana might not seem magical on the surface, but what if it's a timekeeper? A guardian of memory and rhythm inside the machine of America. So that really do make you question, are we still on time? Or did somebody already change the time? Just think about it.